Martika and welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. And if you're returning tink, hey, how you doing? Alright y'all, so for dinner tonight I will be making my family some honey jerk chicken wings. Well, drumsticks, I'm sorry. Drumsticks and some green beans with peppers and some yellow rice with a dinner roll. Alright, so this is dinner for tonight. If you would like to see how I made this, stay tuned. Alright, so for my seasonings, I will be using some chicken bouillon, some hot jerk seasoning, some allspice, some salt-free seasoning blend, some garlic, scallion, and allspice seasoning. I'll be using some thyme, some more jerk seasoning. This one does not contain salt. Some smoked paprika, and then down here at the bottom I have some orange peel powder for some citrus. I will also be using rosemary, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and then some pink Himalayan sea salt. I will also use some Italian dressing, a little oil just to bring it together and add some moisture, some onion powder and garlic powder, of course, a little bit of Scotch bonnet pepper sauce because I don't have the real pepper, and then a little bit of wet seasoning because I do want this to be wet and all through my chicken. And then at the end I will be topping that with honey. I forgot to put honey in this clip. So what I did was I went in and I added all of my seasonings into this bowl. I used this spoon to measure out. The only thing I did not use this spoon to measure out was the cayenne pepper because I didn't want it to be too spicy. So I only put a little bit in that, a little bit of that in there. And I did not use that spoon to measure out the allspice. I just kind of shook it, and so I felt like it was enough, and that's it. But everything else, I used this big spoon for my measuring, which I guess this would be like a tablespoon. And then if I wanted a little more, like with the salt, I just add a little more. So give or take a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half per seasoning. And these are all of my dry ingredients. And then my wet ones like this and the Scotch bonnet and the oils, I will pour that on top of the chicken. So I'll be back. Alright y'all, so I have my chicken cleaned and in this bowl, and I'm finna get ready to season it. Before I start seasoning, what I'm going to do today, I want to just cut holes all in my chicken so that the seasoning gets all through it. So that's what I'm finna do right now. Alright y'all, so I have scored all of my chicken, poked little holes in it. Now I'm finna get ready to add my wet ingredients. So I'm gonna go in with my zesty Italian. I love zesty Italian on baked chicken. That's just my personal preference. I feel like it adds a nice little sweet flavor, but with a little spice to it. I'm gonna go in with my jerk seasoning. Again, I'm just gonna use a spoon. That spoon that I use for the dry seasonings. I'm gonna do about 2 of these. Nope, I'm lying. 3. Just like 2 drops of this. Oh, here we go. And then all of my little seasoning blend, I'm going to pour that all over it. Saving a little bit. And then just a little bit of oil. Now I'm going to give this a big old mix. y'all, so I am done seasoning up my chicken. I'm about to cover this and put this in the refrigerator for 3 hours, and then I'll be back. I'm gonna let this marinate. If you have longer, do longer. I don't, so 3 hours in the refrigerator, and then we'll be back. All right, y'all, so now that I have my chicken in the refrigerator marinating, now let's get ready to start on my vegetables. I'm gonna have some peppers and onions because I just want that like Caribbean feel to my chicken, as well as I'm gonna use that for my green beans. So let's go. Y'all, so it has been 3 hours and I'm finna get ready to put my chicken in the oven. So here we go. Y'all see it's all nice and cold. I should have let it come to room temperature, but I'm finna get ready to run out. So I'm finna get ready to put my chicken in the pan, my little handy dandy roasting pan. I'm gonna put my chicken in there and top it with the onions and peppers, and then I'm gonna sprinkle with a little extra seasoning that I had left over from earlier. So let's go. Y'all, so I got my peppers and onions inside of my pan. I actually have a lot of sauce left in here, so instead of using some extra seasoning, I'm just going to use what's left in this pan, and I'm just going to put that on top. Alright, y'all, so now that I have everything covered, all my seasonings and everything covered, I'm gonna get ready to cover this with some foil in the top. I'm gonna put it in my oven. I have my oven to 375, and I'm gonna let it go covered for about an hour and a half, and then I'm gonna uncover it, and then I'm gonna let it go for another 30 minutes, uncover it, and then I'm gonna place it into the broiler. So I will be back in about 2 hours once the chicken is finna go into the broiler. All right, y'all, so my chicken has been in there for a little over an hour and 30 minutes. So I'm finna get ready to take it out and uncover it, and then I'm finna let it, the skin kind of tighten a little bit, and then I'm gonna put it into the broiler. But I'm gonna let it go uncover in the oven for about a good 20 minutes. I'm give or take 20 minutes. Excuse my baby, y'all know it's afternoon time now, so he's home running around.
How with it?
Okay, y'all, so back into the oven just to let the skin get a little tight before I put it into the broiler.
He won't whip the pad.
He ripped his pad?
Yeah.
It's okay. Hold on.
It was clear. As you bust it up.
So I just took my chicken out of the oven. It's been 20 minutes now that I had it uncovered. And I just wanted to let my chicken skin kind of render a little bit, kind of crisp up a little bit. So now I'm finna get ready to go in with my honey. I'm just using some regular clove honey, but if you have some organic honey or the unfiltered ones, you know, I like those, but I ain't had this today. I just had this. But anyway, whatever honey you want to use, we're going to just drizzle this on top, and then we're finna pop it into the broiler. So I'm just going to coat. Oh, also, I did go through and baste my chicken again. I did baste my chicken again, y'all. So we're just gonna get each piece of chicken with a little honey. Okay. Make sure all of it is nice. Got a good little covering over it. Okay. And I love to do this with the actual chicken wings, and they get real crispy. Drink up. Too loud. Too loud. All right, y'all. So next I'm going to go in with a little bit of this seasoning that I have, just a little bit, and I'm just going to dust it a little bit with this. Watch your chicken because it will burn quickly, especially with that honey on top. You know it's going to, it's like a sugar, so you know it's going to burn quickly. So you have to watch it and take it out when it gets to your desired look. If you want your skin really charred, then keep it in there longer. If you just wanted a little bit to get it a little tacky, take it out sooner.
Daddy, you must have put toys in the potty.
I'm just using some basmati rice, and I'm going to simply follow the instructions on the back in terms of cooking. Any rice I use, I follow the instructions that come on the back of the bag or the package. So that's what I'm going to do for this as well. However, I will be adding some seasonings. I'm going to show y'all what I'm using. For my seasonings, I'm going to be using some bay leaves. I'm going to be using some ground turmeric. I'm going to use some chicken bouillon. I'm going to use about 3 cloves. And then I'm going to use some cardamom. Now, I know some people got the pods, the store, the regular grocery store where I got this from, which was Kroger's. I had this for a minute, as you can see, but they did not have the pods. They only had the ground version. So I'm just gonna put my desired amount. All right, y'all. So the chicken is out of the oven. It's right here, just cooling. I'm finna get ready to put the lid on it. It looks so good. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. Now I'm on to my rice. I did as the instructions said, so I washed my rice, and then I'm doing 2 cups of rice, so I did 4 cups of water, and I'm gonna get ready to add my seasonings. So y'all already know what I'm going to use. I'm just going to use 2,
Yeah, now they're playing nicely.
3 bay leaves.
5.
Hold on.
5 babies.
I'm gonna add 2 cloves.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 berries. 5 berries. 5 berries. See?
Bay leaves.
Yeah,
My turmeric, and again, I'm just gonna dump a good look. I think that's good. I'm just really using that turmeric for color.
Berries. 5 berries. 5. And 6. I told you 6. It's 6.
This is salt, y'all. Just a little bit of salt. It is a nice little mix. Turn this on high. And then I'm gonna let this just go. Let me break up my love. Alright, y'all, so now I'm just waiting for this to come to a boil. Once my rice comes to a boil, I'm going to turn it down to about a 1 or low covered. And I'm going to let that simmer for about 20 minutes. And then I'm going to turn off the heat, leaving it covered for about 5 minutes. I'm just going to, like I said again, follow the instructions on the back of your rice. They tell you how to do your rice. So that's what I'm doing. Only thing I did differently was I added seasonings, and you can add whatever season. You can just do salt and butter or jazz it up. It's up to you. It's your food. Alright, so it's been 20 minutes. I'm finna get ready to move this to the back eye and let it sit covered for another 5 minutes before I add butter. Y'all hear my little timer going off? Alright, y'all. So now that I have my rice over here finishing cooking. Like I said, it's done. It needs to sit for 5 minutes. The chicken is done. It's in the oven, covered. Let's start on my green beans. Green beans is going to be very, 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 very simple. I'm just going to use these green beans, rinse them off. I have my onions and my peppers that I cut up earlier in the video. I'm going to saute those all up. And then for the seasoning, I will be using the rest of the seasoning that I had made earlier. I made a lot. Remember, I used a big spoon. The spoon is put up now. But I used a big spoon, and then I did one of those per seasons that I showed in the earlier clips. I still have a lot left over, so that's what I'm going to season my green beans, peppers, and onions with. And I'm just going to saute those until they get soft. So that is very easy, very simple. I'm going to put some butter in the pan and get to sauteing those. Alright, y'all, so I am done cooking dinner, and this is how it looks. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I did honey jerk chicken, and I wanted my chard to give it that jerk flavor. Green beans with peppers. I just paired it with a Hawaiian roll, and then I made the yellow rice. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.